I'm Zita with Second Gauge Restoration. So today I am doing another sample board to complete these tables that I have. The first step, I didn't want to waste time, so I've already used Amy Howard at Home, and this is just black. Okay, it smells delicious. So the next step, I've let this dry. I just did one coat. I let it dry. Now I'm going to use the Cracked Patina. Okay, so the Cracked Patina goes on, and it you let it dry, and then this top is getting stuck. You let it dry, and then it cracks. So we're gonna see if this is gonna give me the look that I want, and this is a test board, of course. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pour some of this in here, like a caramel. I don't really need a lot. It's not really thick, but I'm just going to put a little water in it just to make sure it's not too thin. Yeah, it's a little thick. So I'm just mixing it up just so that it's not too thick. It's been in the basement and it is a little cold down there. I had to let it sit and get to room temperature earlier. So you just take this and you just do a coat on it. And this is quite a few steps in this. We're gonna do a test first. So you make sure you get a nice full coverage coat. That's what you're looking for, a full coverage coat. And the good thing about this, you can tell where you've done, where you have applied the Cracked Patina, because it's high gloss. So you'll know exactly if you missed any areas. Okay guys, so we're back. So this has sat maybe about an hour. I wouldn't say it was 2 hours, but you can see, I hope you can see how shiny it is. In the process with this, you have to sandwich it. It's like an Oreo cookie. You have to have paint, cracked gesso, paint on top for it to work. This is dry. You don't want to touch this with wet or damp hands because it will reactivate it. So the next step is to take the same color black, one step paint, and go over it. And you don't want to keep brushing it over and over again. You just want to put your paint on and yeah, let it go. It's going to start cracking, and then when it gets to tack, when it comes to tack, we are going to manipulate it. So you don't want to manipulate it now, because right now it's just moving around. You don't want, you know, everything moving. You want to make sure that you are waiting for it to come to tack so that it can be manipulated. And we're going to use a brush for that, and we're going to use our hands. Okay, so we're back, and I have let it sit for a while. I'm just going to start trying to pull it. So you're supposed to take your brush and put your 2 fingers in here, and then kind of drag, pull, drag, pull, drag, you know, to get you some texture going on. So that's what I'm going to start doing. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get texture on the piece. I'm not doing it hard, but I'm also going to go back with my hands. So, you know, I'm not too worried. And you want to make sure you keep a clean edge and not, you know, be putting the product back on the piece. Okay. Now it's pulling. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my hands. They aren't quite the cleanest, but I'm gonna take my hands and I'm just gonna give it a little bit more texture. I kind of like the hand motion better. And you don't have to really worry about all the pieces that are up, you know, that are coming up and, you know, lifting off, because we're going to sand it down. We're not looking for a lot of distressness. We're just looking for a lot of nice texture where it looks nice and aged and doesn't look like brand new furniture. That's not what we're trying to go for. We're not looking for brand new. We're looking for aged, old world, been around the block kind of thing. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna lift this. This is my piece. It's not for sale, so I'm gonna lift it so you can see some of the texture that's going on with it. And actually, I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, guys, so we are back. We have done 3 layers so far. We have done the black paint, the one-step black. Then we have done the cracked patina, and then we did the one step over top, and then we manipulated it with the brush and our hands to give it texture. So you can kind of see all of the texture that it has. I like it, but I want it smooth. I want it, when you touch it, it should be smooth to the touch and not have all these peaks. So we're going to sand it down. I'm using 220 sandpaper to sand it down. And that's it. We're just lightly sanding it. We're not trying to distress it. All we're trying to do is get the high points off of the piece. Okay, so we have sanded it down with the 400 grit. And it was a little dusty, so I did brush it off with, you know, a brush. And now I'm just going to take a clean, dry cloth, lint-free, and get more of the dust up. And you sand as much as you like. I sanded a little bit more because I want, when you feel it, I want it to feel smooth. I didn't want it to feel like it was any lumps or bumps on it or anything. I wanted it to feel just like a smooth finish. Not really completely smooth, but you know, not raised and bumpy and lumpy. So next step is to put on a coat of black. So this would be our coat of black that goes on top. This is just the black we had from yesterday, technically. And so what we're going to do is just cover this up, and this is like the finish. It's not the finished coat, but it just takes it all back down black. Makes everything look nice and dark. And this way it looks smoother too, because now you're filling in, you're covering up, and it just looks so authentic to me. So that's where we are right now. We're just putting a simple coat on. And then of course we're going to have to let this dry, and then we get to some more details of it. Now, like I said, this is a fairly lengthy process, but it is so well worth it. Even if you were able to do this on your own furniture, you know, like purchase your products and do it on your own furniture, it is so well worth it. A lot of people, though, don't like to take the time to do this. This is just not their strong point, and that's when I come into play. That's when you get somebody else to create this finish for you because you don't want to do it. Okay, so we're going to let this dry. I'm going to hit it with a blow dry and let it dry, and then I'll be back.